Namibia invites the court to clarify the definition of apartheid. Namibia aligns itself with other participants that the definition in Article 2 of the Apartheid Convention incorporates the three key elements of the delict under international law. First, the state must engage in one or more inhumane acts. Crucially, these take the form of violations of fundamental human rights within an institutionalized framework of systematic oppression and domination. Second, these inhumane acts must be directed against a racial group or its members. Finally, the state must commit these inhumane acts for the purpose of establishing and maintaining domination by one racial group over the other and systematically oppressing them. Other participants have already made extensive statements on the discriminatory and inhumane acts carried out against the Palestinians as a racial group. These policies and practices are too many to enumerate in the time available. They include laws that discriminate in matters of citizenship, ownership and transfer of property, and freedom of movement. The systematic and excessive use of force against Palestinian civilians, the arbitrary killings and mass incarceration of Palestinians, including children, the illegal settlements, the discriminatory residency regulations, and crucially, the denial of a Palestinian identity by refusing to recognize them as a people with a right to determine their own political destiny and to pursue socio, economic, and cultural development. Namibia shares the view of other participants that Israel's policies and practices meet the evidentiary standard for establishing the state delict of apartheid. The Israeli government's openly articulated aim is to ensure Jewish Israeli control of all facets of Palestinian life, as evidenced by legislation affirming Israel as the nation-state of the Jewish people with unique self-determination rights reserved for Jewish individuals only. The fact that the practices in question may have other collateral objectives, such as maintaining security, is irrelevant. It will suffice if the primary motive is discriminatory, even if it also serves ancillary purposes. As other participants have highlighted, these discriminatory policies and practices are directed at fragmenting the Palestinian people. These elaborate systems of administrative controls undermine group cohesiveness by dividing the Palestinian people into a number of administrative domains or groups with varying degrees of rights. This strategic fragmentation of the occupied Palestinian territory into Bantustans makes Palestinian life burdensome and in many cases unbearable, forcing them to leave their homes. Perhaps the epitome of discriminatory laws negating the Palestinian right of self-determination is the 2018 Basic Law, passed with constitutional status, which boldly declares that Israel is the nation of the Jewish people and that Jewish settlement is a national value.